The most stressful part about getting a tarantula is actually if you're ordering them online and then trying to anticipate what size enclosure it's going to need. If you stay tuned to the end of this video, you will see my setup where I was setting these up to start with and talking about them. And you'll hear me talking about a curly hair a lot because I thought I was going to get one, but I didn't get one. So, yeah, so I've set these up and they're ready to be rehoused. So this is the home for the Mexican red knee, whom I have named Tony. He's got a hide, he's got some leaf, he's got some substrate. I have the substrate was already moist, but what I have done is I've put a few more sort of drops on the leaf. So if he's thirsty, he can, he's got a source of moisture. So what I'm going to do is stand up very carefully. I've got some tongs, I've got a paintbrush, and I'm going to try very, very carefully to rehouse these spiders. So, Tony, this is your new home. Hello. Hello, little baby. Oh, you're so tiny. You're going to come out. You're going to come out. Very, very, very gently. Try and pull. You're not even a sling, you're a nymph. I don't want to stick that in there and frighten him. Tell you what. We're just gonna put your little house in there and you can come out whenever you feel like it. How about that? That's how we're going to do it with you because you're so tiny. He's so tiny. So that's going to be your new little house. You can stay in your tube or you can have an explore. But that's your new house. So this is the Brazilian redhead, who I am naming Pedro. And it's the same setup for him. We've got a little enclosure, a leaf, some moist substrate. Right. Now, very, very carefully. Oh, you're hiding too. Now, Tony was right at the edge, so that's why I didn't dare pull this paper out. But Pedro's at the back. So let's very, 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 very carefully. Very, very carefully. We did it. So we'll take his capsule out, but I'm going to leave his paper in there. And he can come out whenever he wants. I'm just, I don't even know whether he's not because they're little tiny babies. So, you know, I've just named them. And the Chaco Golden we've named Pepper. Whoops. Now again, this one's at the back, so I'm going to risk tugging that out. Yeah. And what I'll do is I will leave them like this for a while and then see if they come out on their own. If they don't come out on their own, then I'll try and remove the paper later. But for now, I don't want to bother them. I think I'll let them come out at their own pace. And we'll see what happens. Now, this was the bigger one. The bigger one, the Bolivian Dwarf Beauty, I found out is Chirocosmos peramilis. That's how we say that. Olivia. She's going to be called Olivia. Olivia's got a slightly bigger tank because she's a slightly bigger spider. She's got a little bit more greenery, and she's also got a water dish, which is in fact a basin plug that I got from Wilco's. And it perfectly holds about 15 millilitres of water. So, yeah, I'm doing this so carefully. Hello. Oh, you're right inside, aren't you? Oh, this is probably going to be too big for you. You know what? I'm sure you'll be happy. Anyway, yeah, no, you are stuck right in there, aren't you? Right, again, I'm just going to pop that in there and leave you all alone for a little while and let you get settled into your new houses, because these are your new homes. Yes. And I'm your spider mummy. Yes. Well, thank you very much for watching this slightly unusual episode. I know it's not my usual thing, but I really like tarantulas. Of course, I do now know that a few of my friends will never ever visit my house again, but they weren't that good. If you'd like to stay tuned, you can see the habitat setup video that I pre-recorded before I'd actually got the leaves and things for the habitats together. This is Olivia. She's hiding right now, but I'm just going to let her sit there quite happy for now and let her come out at her own pace. At least I'm going to give her a few hours, as with the others as well, just so that they can have a chance to settle in on their own, and then I might encourage them a bit later if they're looking like they're not wanting to come out. I might try and coax them if I can, but I don't want to rush them or stress them. I'd much prefer they came out on their own. So, yep, right, great. This is Olivia, and we will see you later. So this is technically the past. It's the past for me. I mean, this is all the past for me, but this is the past. I'm recording this on Saturday, late Saturday afternoon, and even though it's afternoon, it's already dark. Oh, British weather, do I love thee. These are the habitats that I have prepared already in anticipation of the arrival. I'm expecting it to come Tuesday, more than likely Tuesday. Could come Monday, but I doubt that they would send the box like through the post on a Sunday. They'd want it to be to reach as soon as possible, which is why I ordered it yesterday, Friday, because I wanted time to prepare the habitats. So I've got some stuff on order, and I'm hoping that that's going to come at the same time, if not before. I've got some pieces of cork on order and some artificial plants that are suitable for spider habitats. But just in case they don't, what I've got for the temporary setup is shot glasses. These little shot glasses. These are going to get sort of half buried in the soil, like these, so that the baby can have a little hidey hole. And these are just plastic shot glasses. I considered using all types of different stuff, and in the end, the reason I went with the plastic shot glasses is that they were smooth, and I didn't think that the spiders would hurt themselves on it. So I've got 3 sized habitats. I'm really expecting to use this size, but I've also got 2 smaller ones just in case. This is a 250 milliliter tub. I get these tubs in a pack of 4 from Asda. It comes with 2 this size, 2 the mini size, and it's £1. So it's really good value. And what I basically thought was that if the slings come, and they are the teeny tiny ones, this will be a more suitable environment for them. Because you really want to match your spider's habitat with the size of the spider. So a rule of thumb is double the spider's leg span is roughly what you want. So this is a probably a bit too big even for a sling, a little tiny baby sling, but it will actually be good for a couple of molts in one this size. So yeah, so I've got the little shot glass and the substrate. I use cocoa fibre substrate because it's ideal, and I prefer it to bio soils and things. It's cheaper for one, and it's easier to prepare, and it keeps really well, and you don't tend to get as much crap as bio soil. So this is the mini tanks, the mini habitats, 2 of them. I've got 4 of these size ones. This is the 400 milliliter tub. Because I ordered a mystery box, and I don't know what kind of spiders I'm getting, they may be arboreal. And if they are arboreal, I'm going to want to have put in something that they can climb on. Terrestrial spiders, you want a low tank, like these, and arboreal spiders, you want something that they can have a bit of an explore. Some people say that you don't need to put enrichment items in a spider habitat. I disagree. I think it's nice to give the spider something to do. Spiders in the wild will have things to do like hunting. They will occasionally find new places to live because their old one may be destroyed, or another animal's moved into it, something like that. So, you know, like typically a wild spider will have a fair bit to do in its life, and a pet spider lives in a box. So I like the idea of giving them at least giving them some environment to explore. We used to use these for my original tarantula, just kitchen roll tubes or toilet roll tubes. I was thinking about cutting some and putting them in here. I'm going to hold off on doing it because I don't know the size of the spider yet. So that's why it's just in one long piece right now. And also because, you know, I can cover up the shot glasses. But it may be that the shot glasses are not suitable for the species, so, you know, but I think they'll like them. Some people use like little tiny mini plant pots. So this is like a little mini plant pot, but it's much lighter. So like I went to Hobbycraft and I was looking at the mini ceramic plant pots, and I was worried like if it rolls it might crush the spider. I don't have any fear of a spider being crushed by a tiny little 20 milliliter shot glass or centiliter. These I got, like, it was a pack of 40 for 75p in Asda for the shot glasses, if you're interested in getting something similar. I prepared the soil yesterday, day before, yeah, Thursday, because I knew I was going to put the order in on Friday. It was one very small brick with 800 millilitres of water in it, and that expanded, so it's in like a big lockbox. I've got loads left over. As you'll notice that I have 2 empty ones over here, and there is a reason for why. First, I wanted to actually show you, without disturbing the substrate too much, the box. So, and yet my nails look terrible because I've been digging in substrate, and it was Halloween. and I've not taken off my nail varnish. Yeah, so I made this myself. This is a food storage tub with holes. I used a rotary tool. I used a pin head. It's a bit like a pointy triangle thing. Because I tried a drill bit, and the drill bit was getting stuck. I actually broke 3 boxes before I found the right tool to use. The drill heads were getting stuck in the plastic when I was drilling the holes, so I found that the pin head was much better. I just had to use a pair of pliers to pry the plastic off every couple of drills. But if you want to do your own enclosure and you're worried you've not got enough air holes, God, what I did to test was just place my mouth around some of the air holes, like creating a seal, and blow. And if the air comes through it really easily, then if I can breathe through it fine, the spider can breathe through it fine. So, I mean, that's me breathing through it. And the air flows through that really well. That's how I tested all of these boxes. I do have some flightless fruit flies on order, and these holes would be too big for flightless fruit flies. But they should be coming in their own tub for me to be able to house them in their own tub, so that should be fine. They are coming as casters, so I'm hoping that the meals have been timed. I do have some bug gel, which are no good for spiders, but hopefully they... And then this is the larger tub. This is the 1 litre tub. Now, the reason that I got the 1 litre tub, in addition to these ones, is that as well as the mystery box, I ordered the curly hair, because the curly hair was my original tarantula. It's one I fell in love with tarantulas. So I ordered a juvenile. Now, my original one, when we very first got her, she was like, speak. When we got her, she was tiny, absolutely tiny. And she molted on the way home. And the box that she came in was like about this size. And when we upgraded a tank, it was a bit bigger than this. It was probably maybe an inch more to the side and like an inch more to the top. And she was happy in that for quite a while. We didn't upgrade it again, I think, for at least another year. But I don't know what size it's going to be at this juvenile. I mean, if it's a bit bigger, it might need a bit more space. So I just wanted to have a box ready just in case. If it's too big, it doesn't matter, because it'll serve for when the spider grows into it, and I'll just keep it in the shed until the spider's ready for it. And again, like, I've got 6 boxes prepared, and I'm probably only going to get 4 spiders. But I didn't know what the sizes were going to be, and I thought it's better to be over prepared. So yeah, these are the boxes that I've got prepared. I've got the 4 big ones, 2 little ones, and that should be fine for all the slings. I'm hoping they've all been fed before being sent, because then I won't have to worry about feeding them for like a couple of days at least, probably a week. But yes, so what I'm probably going to do is, once I've got it and unboxed it and I found out what types of spiders they're going to be, all these lids are going to get labelled with the type of spider, and the spiders will get rehoused, and hopefully we'll have a nice little spider collection. I haven't actually told my mother yet that I've ordered a like a box of tarantulas. So she doesn't know that they're coming. She's not afraid of tarantulas, you know, she doesn't like it when I spend money. So yes. So I guess I will stop this recording now, and then I will record again in the future.